Good morning, kiddos. How are you doing today? Today's read aloud is called Frog's Lunch. It's written by Dee Lilgard, illustrated by Jerry Zimmerman. Remember, good readers start thinking before they even open the book. Does this look like it's going to be a sad story about a frog? Does it look like it's nonfiction, giving us information about frogs? Or does it look like it might be kind of silly? I think it's going to be silly. The tongue sticking out and the silly eyes, though, that's my evidence. That's what makes me think it might be silly. Another thing a reader will do is start predicting, say what they think will happen next. If the title is Frog's Lunch, I bet you can figure out what frogs eat for lunch and think that's going to be in our story. Let's see if you're right. Frog's Lunch. Well, I think you were right. There's a fly. Frog was sitting on a lily pad in the middle of the pond. "It's lunchtime," said Frog. Along came a fly. Lunch," said Frog. The fly was buzzing around. Frog sat very still on his lily pad in the middle of the pond. The fly buzzed and buzzed around Frog. "Buzz, buzz," said the fly. Frog sat very, very still. "Buzz, buzz," said the fly. Frog's eyes grew big. The fly came closer and closer to Frog. Snap! Frog snapped up the fly. Said Frog. "Good lunch." Isn't that a cute story? It's kind of a short story, so I'm going to ask you to help me read it again. We're going to read Frog's Lunch, and this time you can help with some of the words. I kind of color-coded them to help you. The word frog, I put green tape on every place it is in the book. So when I get to the word frog, you can join in and say frog. It's his name in this story. Instead of just a frog or the frog, it always has a capital letter, which means it's his name. Another word that you can help me with is the word buzz. I put red tape on the word buzz. Now, sometimes buzz is part of a longer word like buzzing or like buzzed, but you can say buzz if you want. And here's the word buzz. And then the other words I need you to help me read are at the beginning when it says lunch. You'll be able to read that because a bunch of M's would just go And again at the end, he goes and this time, good lunch. Do you think you can help me read it? Remember, if you see a word with green tape, capital F-R-O-G, say frog. If you see a word spelled B-U-Z-Z with lowercase or uppercase b, say buzz, buzz. If you see a bunch of M's, lunch, or good lunch. It's okay if you don't want to join in. It's okay if you forget how to do it. Some people might want it. Otherwise, you'll just sit back and listen and enjoy the story again. Frog's Lunch. Frog's Lunch. Okay, say your word. Frog was sitting on a lily pad in the middle of the pond. "It's lunchtime," said Frog. Along came a fly. Lunch," said Frog. The fly was buzzing around. Frog sat very still on his lily pad in the middle of the pond. The fly buzzed and buzzed around Frog. Buzz, Buzz, said the fly. Frog sat very, very still. Buzz, buzz, said the fly. Frog's eyes grew big. The fly came closer and closer to Frog. Snap! Frog snapped up the fly. Mmm, said Frog. Good lunch. Did you join me for some of the words? Thank you if you did. Did you enjoy the story? Thank you very much. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.